So, having said that, thank you. Thank you all for joining this morning. And it's a beautiful day to be alive. Again, really just so glad you're here. There's so much to learn about what is going on today. So, you know how things have been going here lately with the Vision Alignment Show. It's been very, very good from my perspective, and I know it's from a lot of your perspective as well. So I want to encourage you to keep on commenting and making this show even better, because that's really what it's all about, is making it all better and making this community better. But I want to leave you with I want to make sure that you understand. I want to make sure that this is clear. In everything we do, in everything I do. Hey, good morning, Robert. How are you this morning? It's good to see you on. In everything we do, we want to continue to encourage other people, continue to learn how to encourage other people, and to continue to love other people. But there are some times where it's hard to do that. So how do we do that every day? And we do it with people that maybe we work for, or maybe work for us. However, so that is where we're going today. Stick with me, and I'll see you soon. And we're back. Again, please share this video out with as many people as you can, making this community larger. That's really a great thing if you would do that for me. Do that for us. And then also put a picture of you in your timeline of you winking. And when you wink, I want you to be thinking about what makes you unique. Because this guy, meaning me, knows what makes him unique. And it's not my eye. What makes me unique is my willingness to share my story. Not many people would be willing to do this and to do what I do every day. So my willingness to share my story with other people to make a lasting impact on their lives. So if I know what makes me unique, and it's not my eye, I wonder what makes you unique. Having that understanding, you're going to be able to serve other people, and really service to other people is one of the greatest things in life, in being able to do that. So, stick with me if you would, and learn how to serve other people with that. So there are really, what else I want to, go to brianwagner.live as well, and learn a little bit more about Vision Insights, which is the newsletter, if you will, that I put out. So I'm actually had a blog post this morning, kind of newsletter, but we're going to continue to work on that and continue to give you some more stories in terms of what's going on with this whole community. So look for more information on that coming soon. Wow, a lot going on here, but I want to make sure that you all understand what we're trying to do. So we want to be able to figure out how to help and encourage other people. How do you help and encourage other people with what makes you unique? What sets you apart? So there are instances where, I have to realize that the biggest hurdle that I went through, the biggest obstacle that I've gone through, is really what I'm supposed to share with other people. I'm supposed to talk to people, you and others, about how we do that. And I want you to be able to do the same thing. So do me a favor and think about the largest obstacle you've ever faced. Tell me about it in the comment box if you would, because that's where we're going. Question number one is, what is the largest obstacle you've ever faced? Yeah, and I know that it may bring back some traumatic memories, hopefully not too traumatic, but I want to make sure that you really embrace that feeling of that largest obstacle you've ever faced. What is it you've been up against? Is it an ailment or a surgery? A discharge from the service. Whatever it is, understand that that we're here for you. Don't think that just sharing that is going to make you stand out and you're going to be ostracized for that. But just, if you would, please share that with us in the comment section. So what is the largest obstacle that you've ever faced? Question number 1. Now, obstacle, again, could be medical, could be physical, could be, mental, it could be relationships. So think about, I used to talk about this all the time, where we have struggles that are relationships, or they're emotional, or they're existential, or they're financial. Those 4 areas are areas where we have large obstacles at times. Now, you can say things about how you can say what you want about how there are other obstacles that fit into different categories. So if there are some that I haven't listed, by all means, let me know, because I want to make sure that I'm using my time to tell my story, to tell my obstacle, in order to help other people. So if you would, let us know about your biggest obstacle. That's number 1. Number 2, how did you overcome that obstacle? Or how maybe you didn't overcome it. Maybe you accepted it. Maybe you adapted to it. So there are many people that have been in the service and they've been honorably discharged, or other than honorably discharged, like our friend Ricky Johnson, who was on last Monday. He was other than honorably discharged. That's a hard thing to say, but understand that he used that to do something with his life, and he goes around the country now helping people to fight PTSD, to fight to stay alive, to make sure that they understand that they are valuable and they are doing good work. They are great people. So that's important for us all to come to grips with, that not only do we have certain obstacles in life, and everybody has things, everybody is going through something. So I just happen to wear mine on face, but you're going through something as well in whatever area. But think about that obstacle and what you've done to overcome it and to adapt to it, or to adapt to it. So think about those 2 things. And then think about how you can use number 3. So think about how you can use that obstacle, that hurdle, that challenge in life. How can you use that to your advantage? How can you exploit that? That's the real word that I was looking for, is how do you exploit that for your own advantage? If you're a manager, I want to encourage you to think about how you can look at other people and help them. People that you manage, maybe the people you don't manage, but help them to understand how they can exploit different events in their life to help them. How do they serve other people? If they can exploit that area and know why it's important to get to a point where you begin to embrace that and begin to help other people, and to begin to talk to other people and tell them the story, tell them where you've been, tell them what you've gone through, it's going to make all the difference in the world. I can't tell you how excited I am about this. So this is a part of my speech that I'm going to be delivering next Friday, but the part of the bigger speech as well, in terms of helping people to really understand what is that one big obstacle that they faced, and how have they gotten through it. So that I want them to think, and I want you to think about how you've gotten through it, and then how do you take that and use it to make someone else's life better. So for me, I use that by speaking with people, and I do these live shows. I also, do trainings and workshops, but then the keynote speeches that I give as well, and that's where I'm able to have conversations with people about this. So obviously, I'm different. I'm different from everybody. Everybody's different. But if you can understand why you're different and realize, so for me, it's been a hard thing to do, but realize that this ailment that I have is actually a good thing. It's actually a life-saving thing to be able to live with this and to tell other people about this in order to help them, in order to make their life better. It's just it's nothing that I ever could have imagined that came from it. So that is what I wanted to talk to you about today, are those 3 questions. So if you're listening live, put in hashtag live and where you're coming in from. So there's Mark Husick. Good morning, Mark, from the Lake House in Wisconsin. Thank you very much. Good seeing you this morning. But also think about those 3 questions. So hashtag live if you're coming in live, and where you're coming in from. Also, if you're listening on replay, hashtag replay and where you're coming in from. That would be great to give us a better understanding of the community that's out there. So those 3 questions I really want you to think about and answer for me today. So put them in the comment section now or later, but just continue to think about that, and I'll see you on the 11:30 show in regard. And there's Michelle Stone. Good morning, Michelle. It's so good to see you this morning. From Wayne, Ohio. Gotta love it. Very cool. It's good seeing you, Michelle. Thank you very much. And listen to the replay and think about those 3 questions. Answer those 3 questions for me in the comment section. That would be great. So the 3 questions again are: what is the biggest challenge you faced? How did you adapt to it or overcome it? And the third is, how can you use that to make someone else's life better? That would be great. If you would do that for me, I would appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time, and I appreciate you being here. This is phenomenal. And as always,